2 years ago, the Olympic Committee asked us if we could hold the Olympic torch on one of our boats and mule pull it down to the aqueduct. I said, that's no problem at all. I said, the only two problems are that we don't have any mules and we don't have a boat. But other than that, we'll say yes. So they said, fine, go ahead with it, and we determined that we were going to build a boat and have the mules from Rome, New York.
My part in this was actually very small. There was a tremendous amount of work done by the Camillus staff to remove trees, to restore the canal itself to be usable by having animals with a tow line pull a boat. The boat is not directly behind the animals like it would be with a wagon. The animals are obviously on land. They don't swim in the water. The boat's out in the middle of the water. So there has to be a clear path, a smooth path between the animals and the 150 some odd feet of tow line to the canal boat. And there was not a clear path. The path was obstructed by 40 and 60 feet tall trees. Had to be removed.
80 years ago, the canal closed, and there hasn't been a mule towing a boat on this canal until today. This is the first time. It's kind of a historic moment with the torch, the mules, and Kenny Wentworth. We've got to mention Kenny. He was born 6 months before the canal was closed, and he died a month before the first mule traversed the restoration. It was absolutely amazing.
My father was a volunteer with the Canal Museum for many years. He'd just passed away, and the boat that the Olympic torch was on was named after him. He would have loved it.
Canaler from way back, his whole family.
Is that right?
Yes, his father and grandfather worked the Erie Canal. That was their livelihood. In fact, his grandfather was killed down by Phoenix on the Erie Canal, standing at the iron steering wheel, struck by lightning. And his father was born on a canal boat at the corner of Oswego and West Streets.
No kidding.
Yes.
The torch arrived in the park, and he boarded the boat. I didn't see it directly, but I could feel it.
I was on the boat with the torch, and it was an excellent experience. Very exciting, very invigorating. Just so much thrill involved. All the people watching, waving to people.
As if you went back in time. The period costumes kind of lend itself to the carnival atmosphere.
And everybody's cheering, and we took off like a shot.
I saw that huge smile on the torchbearer's face. And
down the canal we went.
it's a patriotic feeling.
Breathtaking, and I
Saw it, I was thrilled.
It's mind-boggling to people.
It was wonderful.
When it left the boat, I wanted to cry. I wanted it to come back.
It's that moment in time that everybody is one in thinking of this particular event, and it's something that's magical, I guess.
Those that carry the torch represent certain aspects of leadership, and that's kind of what the Erie Canal kind of envisioned back then. It was the leadership in the technology of transportation, the leadership in the growth of the Northeast, and so forth.
mules pretty much died out in about when the canal closed in 1917, but to reenact that on the actual towpath, I mean, it's an event. I mean, a historic event that probably in our lifetime we'll never see again.